Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a 2000s look, or just like I guess almost Y2K 2000s look, and I'm going to be doing that while I talk to you all today. I've never done a sit down video ever. I already have another channel where I do K-pop reactions, so if you've somehow found yourself from that channel to this one, welcome. Ooh. And I've been into K-pop since 2020. I got into K-pop through BTS because it was during the pandemic, and I remember from somewhere I had learned about the group BTS, but I didn't know what they were. I didn't know what K-pop was at all. And I think I had looked up something like BTS. I just typed it in on Spotify. I know I heard someone talking about it, but I'm so glad I got into K-pop. Better music than Western music by a long shot. Today is also Christmas Day, if you can see that. And it is 11:56. Wednesday, December 25th. And I know what you're thinking, why am I not with my family? Well, I am with my family. I'm with my mom, my brother. But I would have been with my extended family if they act better. Normalize cutting people off, even if it's family. But yeah. So, I probably should show you all the products that I'm using. I'll show you after I'm done putting them on. I haven't been using this one. It's my eye cream, which is probably why my eyes are so dark. And because I need to go to sleep at night. I stay up. And I know they said eye cream is really good for when you do your whatchamacallit, your concealer. Jesus. And I'm gonna try to make this not a super long video. I hate editing super long videos. But yeah, so I'm not spending time with my family on Christmas because they don't know how to act right. And I'm trying to see who else is in my family. I think it's 5, and it's on my mom's side. It's my grandmother, who recently passed, my grandfather, who's still alive, her brother, he passed away as well, and my mom and my aunt, and her 2 kids. That is all of our, I suppose, immediate family. However, her youngest daughter said we were not immediate family. It's funny, considering we all grew up together. I don't know, they're weird. Didn't show you the products. So I'm using, the first product was Snail Mucin by Course X. Then this Korean SPF, I forget the name, but it looks like this. So if you want to take a picture and look it up on Google, go ahead. La Roche-Posay. I love using this in place of primer because I stopped using primer, honestly, and it kind of changed my life because I don't have to buy it as much. And this eye cream by Banana Republic. No, Nature Republic. I say Banana Republic. Okay, we're gonna get into this video. Because of the look I'm doing, I'm going to use just a little bit of primer on my T-zones because I'm oily. I'm an oily gal. Okay, but yeah, back to the family drama. So yeah, we are not spending Christmas with them. This is the first Christmas without my grandmother, and the first Christmas we've not spent it with family. Honestly, this could be my who the F did I marry, but more who the F are our family. My mom recently did, what's it called? The ancestry thingamajig. I've been telling her to do it for years, and it was simply because I just wanted to know who our family was, where our family was from, but not who they were, because why would I be who's my family when I've grown up with them, right? But apparently she did and got different results. On DNA Ancestry, she did get her mom, but her dad came up late, which was weird. And we think that the only reason she got her mom and like the dad came later, my grandfather, was because when you do DNA Ancestry, they have a lot of oh my god, Jesus. They have a lot of documents on there. One being like birth certificates, death certificates, like all like a whole bunch of stuff. 23andMe does not do that, but DNA Ancestry does. And so we figured out, we were like, maybe it's because those documents are on there. But you know, like that's our theory. So we did 23andMe next. Well, she did. And we eventually did do it later as well, but we'll get there. So she did 23andMe. And turned out she still got the same thing, but different people again. But it was like the same people from DNA Ancestry. So on DNA Ancestry, she got a group of people who she's never met. Then on 23andMe, she did it again. She got those same people who she's never met. And like, it's like a situation where all of the close family are actually extended family. And all the extended family are actually like first and second cousins. It's really weird. So, obviously, we couldn't ask my grandmother. She was sick in the hospital at the time. I'm like, what am I looking for? My eyebrow gel. For the longest. I'm a yapper, for sure. So, that happened. And, of course, we couldn't just ask my grandmother. But my grandfather alluded to the fact that it's a long story. Now, we even got to the point where we're like, she might be a missing person. So, you know what we tried to do? We tried to report it. We reported it, and it didn't work. So we were like, so who will listen? Like, we went to the FBI field office. We reported it to different agencies. Because we were like, if it's a missing person situation, that's kind of serious. Because my mom, she was like, growing up, she never had any, like, you know how when you give birth and you have, like, pictures? My mom was like, her mom never had any with her specifically, just with the other siblings. And she said her birth certificate was, like, really messed up. And she said she knows that it's because they kept traveling with it somewhere because she did hours like that growing up. But, of course, like, I know that's my mom. I don't have to think about that. But she was like, just the fact that hers was messed up like that means that they were traveling and going different places with it. Which is true because we asked her sister, my grandmother's sister, because she has, like, how many sisters? Some of them passed away, too. The oldest, and then my Aunt Liz, not my Aunt Liz, my mom's Aunt Liz, and, who else? The other two, there's two more that are still alive. 3 of them passed away. So in total, it was, hold on. I think it was like 5 of them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it was 5 of them. And that's another thing, like, we don't even know if, like, my granddad had a lot of siblings as well. He had, like, 9, I think it was, like, 9 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, this is the foundation I'm using. IT Cosmetics CC Cream in shade, what shade is this? Rich Honey. But yeah, so obviously we're just like, I'm using this e.l.f. brush. Looks like this. I need to wash my brushes in case you couldn't tell. Okay. This is very cold tone. I think that's why I don't really care for it. Yeah, I don't like this foundation, honestly. But I digress. So yeah. So she did the DNA and, well, she did 23andMe, and then that's where me and my brother come in. So we did 23andMe as well because we were like, we want to figure out what's going on. We've asked other family members to do it, and they refused. Well, they didn't refuse. They said they would do it, and then they changed their minds later on. The reason I have this bonnet on is because my hair is not done for real. So, yeah. So, we had one family member, he said he would do it, and then he ended up not doing it because he was like, yeah. So, the reason everything is so, like, serious is because it has to do with missing money. So, my grandmother grew up on a farm, and her uncle, which is my mom's great uncle, was a World War II vet. And he had a lot of money, which he also left something behind. And my grandmother has land that was left behind that they apparently claim there was no other way to split it, which is weird. And the person that has the deed to the land is the millionaire in our family. And so we're just like, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, why does he have the deed to the land? He doesn't even need it. Type shit. And we didn't ask him about it, so we're not even sure, like, if he really has it. But that's what my mom's sister said. And the way her and her kids act, it's almost like they know we're not related. Like, they treat us like how you would treat a stranger. So let's do backstory on her. She's just not a good person at all. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. And she always, like, growing up with around her, she spends a lot of money. My mom says she made $60,000 a year, and she has 2 kids, right? And her nose keeps running. She has 2 kids, and so she has 2 kids, 2 girls, and they are around my brother's age. So her 2 kids are like way older than me. One of them is 4 years apart from me, and another one's 6 years apart from me, like my brother. And she was born how many days apart? She was born like, I think a week apart from my brother. And my mom like said that she wouldn't even be surprised if she did it on purpose, because everyone always tells my mom that her sister is always jealous of her. And of course my mom she was like, well, why does she have to be jealous of me? Like, it's not that deep. But it's honestly kind of true, because she's always like trying to like one up all the time. But I'm trying to think. Well, not think. I'm trying to like do this at the same time as I'm yapping. Honestly, I'm an okay multitasker, if you couldn't tell. Okay. So, basically, my aunt, she goes shopping. When I say a lot, I mean growing up they shopped a lot. And they had it like that. But yeah, she used to shop at places like Macy's, dang it, that's too dark. She used to shop at places like Macy's and stuff like that. I'm doing it with a sponge because I don't want it to be too dark. I did too much. And Sears, and she used to eat out like all the time. Like, I'm talking breakfast, lunch, dinner, used to eat out. And my grandparents used to do that too. But all of them always say the same thing: they don't have any money. Which is really weird, considering the fact that they eat out 24/7. Now, we never questioned it at first, but now, because of the whole we might not be related, we're questioning it. And the missing land. And the reason the missing land is so important is because they always say that they couldn't divide it. And my cousin, around the time of all the deaths happening in our family, my brother came back down from out of state and for the funeral and just to like see my grandmother. He was there at the house, like, with her while we were at the hospital. And he said, because I remember he had texted me and he was like, pick me up. Like, he said to pick him up. And we were like, what? Or at least I was, because he had texted my phone. I was like, why do you want to be picked up so bad? Like, what's going on? And then he was like, just pick me up. So we pick him up. And I think we were about to leave the state, because we live in Georgia. They live in Alabama, which is another thing that's gonna come into play, because they kept getting mad at us because we wouldn't come and visit her. And I'm like, how are we gonna do that if our lives are literally in Georgia and y'all are in Alabama, but you won't go see her in the hospital? That's crazy. So basically, we go pick him up. He tells us that she told him, when she gets high on weed, she apparently talks. That's what my brother told me. And they're the only ones who smoke, and then like my other cousin, which is her sister, they're the only ones who like smoke weed and stuff. And then my uncle, he used to smoke weed before he passed. But yeah. So dang. Yeah, so they're the only ones who smoke in the family, and she gets high off of weed, and honestly, could have been laced with something else. She gets high off weed, and she starts saying like, oh, you know, we have land in so-and-so. I'm not going to tell you how to state. We have land in so-and-so. And he was like, what? But we can't divide it because it's not enough or something like that. That's what she told him, which is the excuse that they've been giving for a long time. Like, every time we bring it up, that's the excuse of why, like, no one has it. Like, almost it's like we're not allowed to talk about it. Oh my god. So, my nose keeps running. Okay, this is not gonna be a 2000s look, is it? Maybe, like, I really want to do an actual 2000s look. You know what? I'm gonna do an actual 2000s look. This is what they used to do. They used to, like, pile their makeup on. I'm gonna do an actual 2000s look and, like, really commit. Okay. And they didn't care about the whole, like, techniques of, like, the powder puff thing, because you know that method where they said tap it on your hand. Yeah, they didn't do that in the early 2000s. So we're committing to this. We're committing. Okay. So yeah, she tells him that. And so my brother, he's obviously confused. He's just like, I just want to go home. And he said my granddad was acting, like, really strange and weird. They claim he has dementia, but I think he just doesn't want to say what's going on. Because he knows something happened and he doesn't want to say. So he said my granddad was acting weird, showing him pictures of my mom growing up. And it's simply because he knows that they mistreated her. So they're just like, oh, she was really smart growing up and da-da-da-da-da. Never said that shit to her face. That's for sure. And I thought it was so wild. My aunt says he apologized for their childhood, but didn't apologize to specific people, just apologized to her, and I guess, like, that works out for itself. In his mind. Honestly, I think the people of Alabama should be studied. I tell my mom this all the time. Something's wrong with them mentally. Like, if you go to Birmingham, Alabama, I promise you, you will have the weirdest, most wildest, most traumatic day of your life. I wouldn't recommend it. Like, I told my mom that place can literally just break off and we'd be okay. The whole world, we'd be okay. Let me go, because I'm wearing, like, really short shorts. Get my brow stuff. I can't remember which one I like to use for my brows. I'm gonna have to look at these. I think this one. This one's like dark brown. I think this one was like reddish brown. This one kind of looks like the one I need to use. Okay, so it was not the LA Girl one. Cool. Let me get a wipe. I forgot about this. So yeah. So that's the tea in our family, and it gets worse from there. So the missing thing was because we did the ancestry stuff, and I've been telling my mom to do this for years, like since we lived in Alabama, and she never did it because she was like, we already know we're black, that's all we need to know. But I just want to do it because I was like, all my friends, we've been doing like culture day and stuff, and I was like, I want to know where our family come from. They said we were indigenous. We did, like, me and my brother also did 23andMe. Well, we also did 23andMe. We did not get indigenous. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna show y'all right now. I'm gonna show y'all right now. Make sure I don't show y'all my information. This might be a long video. I'm not editing this. I'm gonna try and do this as quick as I can. Honestly, this video is probably going to be me just yapping, and then I'll finish at the end. Okay. I think they used to do like really extra bronzer, right? I'm gonna use a different brush. I usually use this one brush, but it's kind of dense, I've noticed. I might start using a fluffy brush for bronzer, quite honestly. I'm logging in right now to show y'all. So we got like, my mom got 80, hold on, wrong login. My mom got 80% African. Now, in the South, they're very colorist. They always have something to say about different cultures. That's like just something they do there. Like now we live in a whole other state, still in the South, but a whole other state, so it's a little bit better, but still you're gonna have those days, those ignorant people that you come across. But so they're always making jokes about like people that are African or people that are any other race, honestly. And so now that we're looking at like our ancestry stuff, we're like, that's us. Like the jokes, we were the joke and didn't know we were a joke, apparently. Like, it's signing me in right now. Yeah, I have to show y'all this. Like, the only people we got were ourselves and a whole bunch of people we don't know from different places we've never been. That's why we were like, we should like report it as a missing person, because my granddad said over Christmas, it's a long story. So this is oh my god, I turned it off. Okay, can y'all see that? Right there. It says that we got 80% African, sub-Saharan African. I got 17% of European. And we also got United Kingdom, which is that comes in because turns out we might actually have family that's in the UK that we've never met. And some stuff is kind of like adding up. Because of the jokes and the stuff that's said, the places that certain people in our family have like traveled. Oh yeah, I'm doing true. What you call it? 2000s look. I should have done like an exaggerated like concealer. I wonder if I still can. Hold on. Hold up. Maybe I can lighten under my eyes some kind of way. Hold on. Okay. I wish I could open this. Bruh, this was my favorite powder, Anastasia. So yeah, we're like, my mom might even be like a freaking missing person, and we've tried reporting it to people, and of course they don't care, because I guess it's not them, it's not their situation. And honestly, if anyone could in the comments, like, give me recommendations on what to do. Like, we even found one lady of my mom, and she kind of looks like her. And she kind of looks like her. And so we talked to a detective, and he basically was like, not much I can do. So we're just like, at this point, what do we even do? Okay. Thin brows is something that they did. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is kind of giving early 2000s, kind of. Okay. Alright. Moving on to eyeshadow. And their eyeshadow was kind of messy with mine. Okay. This is the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using. I love this palette. This is Revolution London, which is so funny. I didn't even realize that. Oh my god. But anyways, yeah. So they keep saying like they don't know what we're talking about. Oh, there was another message that my uncle sent my mom, and it was around the time we were doing, I'm gonna go in with Bear and kind of just go up by my eyebrows. I noticed that was something that they do then. It's not as bright as I want it. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, at this point we're just like, we don't even know what to do. There's like missing money. My aunt, who I just talked to today on my dad's side, we think she stole some of our money as well, because I'm gonna get into that story. Her name, she is on my dad's side. She has like different aliases, and my mom said it's a known fact that she was in a gang. And I'm like, okay, cool. It was a known fact that she was in a gang, and when she lived in Washington, if I'm not mistaken, Seattle, Washington. And so I talked to her today. Usually she's chit-chatter, she's very happy all the time. And we've noticed, we think that she stole our money because we used to go around her in 2016. She's also an ex-PI. She's a private investigator. And she obviously knows a lot of information about us. And so my mom was like, I had basically, like, she told her a lot. So it would be very easy for her to steal. And she had met my mom's extended family, who we don't really get along with. And I recently cut them off. My brother still talks to them. I do not talk to them. My mom talks to them only when she has to or needs to. So, yeah, they met for my graduation. And that was purely like because she wanted me to do my my graduation party at her house. Like, I didn't even ask, she offered. But the reason we think she stole our money is because she used to live in a trailer when we first met her. And I'm not saying people can't be blessed by God, but I'm also not an idiot. Like, I know when somebody is doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. And she for sure was doing that. I'm trying to do an eye look I did yesterday, but it's kind of like messy. So, yeah, we already know. But the reason we think she stole something is because my mom told me that when she was around her, the last time she was around her, she left her documents in her car. And that same year, someone claimed me on their taxes. Oh, and that's another thing. We think, like, this is not, like, new stuff. We know our family being thieving and doing, like, stuff, like, where they're, like, taking stuff. Because my mom's sister had put, like, something in her name before and didn't ask. So this is not, like, new. This has been going on for years. We know what they were doing. Well, now we know what they were doing. Taken from us. So, oh my god. This is not coming out how I wanted it to. I mean, but their eyeshadow was messy back then. Just have to blend. So, yeah. We know that they've been taking money from us now, and stuff is starting to add up. I'm talking about stuff is in our names, like, that we obviously have not bought. Like, what? And on top of that, we have certain family members that, like, didn't have anything and now have, like, a whole bunch of money. So, like, we know what we're talking about. Okay, the look is almost completed, and then I'm probably gonna go off the and it's not even just her that probably took money, which is even wilder. Like, it's like a whole bunch of people. Like, we didn't know that our family had so much status and wealth and stuff until we started, like, researching, like, our family name and the certain state we're from. Like, my mom's, like, uncle, the one that I told you was a World War vet, he was in the military, in the army during World War II, and got something that happened to his, oh, that's too dark. Or actually, that seemed like it might be dark. And so, yeah, something had happened to his legs, and his, like, the whole half of his body got burned in France, well, in Germany. And I think he was on his way to France from Germany in one of those vehicles that you have to ride in. I forget. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The vehicles that you have to ride in the military. And so he gets like 100% benefits in the military, and that's basically like $3,000 a month. So yeah, that's why we think they have something to do with it. And then, like I said, it's like more people that are involved. Some of them we might not we kind of can prove it, because it's like, how many do y'all, like, how do y'all all know each other? Like, it's so weird. All of everyone. Like, even some people, like, I thought it was so weird. My aunt always tries to befriend my mom's, like, old high school people. It's really weird, bro. Okay, I'm kind of doing a look I saw yesterday online. But yeah, if y'all got any comments below on what to do, let us know. Oh my god, this is kind of like not coming across how I want it to, this makeup look. It's not doing what I wanted it to. Ooh. But yeah, so far we think it was my grandma's side, my dad's side, and my granddad's side. Oh god. This is not anything. Oh my gosh, where is the fluffy brush? I just let it down. Okay. I don't know where that just went. I hate when I always place stuff and I don't know where it went. Cool. Yeah, this is not giving. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, push the post notification bell to be late for my videos. And this is an hour-long video, which I didn't want to avoid. It's annoying. And I'm gonna just try to carve out this wing. And yeah, this is the finished look. Finished eye look. It's not really giving to me. I wonder what I can do. If I can fix this. I don't use that anymore. The fact that people did this look is wild. I put lip gloss in the back of my hand because I'm like, I don't want it to get all over. Ew. No, this ain't it. I already have like a beading mark on my eye. It's like right here, but it's covered with makeup. I'm just gonna do like a faint beauty mark. This is the look. This is what it's giving. It's kind of giving. I feel like I could do better. Is this early 2000s, y'all? Okay. Anyways, bye.